supercars parked.
That was the one that mom was.
Beautiful Rolls Royce from the top. Nice supercars parked up here as well.
Now I'm gonna take you and show you some of the cool cars that they have in this show. This show is in the Yorkville area and it happens once a year where cool supercars come out, and it's a very good event. You have different types of cars. In this part you have some classic cars such as this Rolls Royce, which is pretty cool, and then once you move on in the show you see different type of cars.
Right here.
No, you mean
Now in this part of the show you have a section for Corvettes, and they brought out the new ZL1, which is pretty cool, and the E-Ray in front of it. And over here was a little bit of an electric section. Here was a section of Porsches. See, they had different type of Porsches such as SUVs and different models, so if you're into a different type of model you can find a lot of different models at this show. And now this section had a couple of exotic cars, the brand new Lambo, which is pretty cool, and then you had some nice new and old BMWs, which were also pretty cool.
The Audi R8?
The black one? The black one and the white one. These are the
In this section of the show you had a couple V12 Lamborghinis lined up, followed by some cool cars after that, like a Ford GT. And something else you could find at this show were some modified cars that you could see. They brought a G-Wagon, a Tesla, and they had it completely modified. And in this part of this show, you have a lot of Ferraris that are lined up right beside each other, different models and colors.
Oh, okay. That was the one the mom that was driving in the show.
One thing I did notice at this show that there were more Ferraris than Lamborghinis, but this could be only for this year because the cars change every year. But I did notice that there were more Ferraris and the Lamborghinis were kind of spread apart. Now you can see one part, and soon we're going to get to another part where you can see some more Lamborghinis. And something else to keep in mind while you're walking over and taking a look at some cool cars, there's some things that you can purchase on the street, there's some promotional items, and the variety of different things that you can do. So if you're just going there to look at the cars, there are other stuff to do on the side as well. Now this is the second part I was talking to about with the Lamborghinis. As you can see, this side has the V10 models. I wish they would put them together where you could have a whole line of Lamborghinis right beside each other, but this is cool as well. But overall, there are a lot more Ferraris in this show, as you can see, than Lamborghinis. And now this section of the show was the Lotus section of the show, and this is a pretty cool section because I personally don't see a lot of Lotuses on the road in Toronto, and I don't think there are a lot of them, so it's very cool to see these cars, and they look pretty cool as well. Something else I want to say is that most of these cars in the show were actually owned by people, not companies, so it's cool to see that. There was a little bit from the manufacturers coming out, but this was actually cars owned mostly by people, which made it a little bit more cool. Now this part of the show was all for Aston Martins, also a pretty cool section again because aside from this show you don't see all these cars parked beside each other with different models, but with this show you can also see a lot of different models of the same brand parked right beside each other.
Knock it all over, and we don't want to knock it.
Alright guys, that includes the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me that thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and hope to see you in my next video. Bye!